Hey guys, welcome back to Beyond the Syllabus. I'm Jada.
And I'm Kevon.
And today we're talking about being quiet isn't the same as being respectful.
Stay tuned.
So welcome back guys, and I know at least once in our life we have heard the saying that you have 2 ears and 1 tongue, so you must listen twice as much as you speak. But you know, sometimes we can mistake being quiet as or stay quiet as a form of not being able to speak out, or people see it as if you talk too much you end up talking and be disrespectful.
Yeah, I've experienced this multiple times throughout my lifetime, especially in school, dealing with teachers that make it difficult to speak and communicate with them, especially when you need to ask them questions about or to do assignments or to do schoolwork. And they make it so difficult that you keep quiet and you end up failing things that you honestly wouldn't fail if dealing with a teacher that was very responsive and very attentive to you.
Yes, and they keep repeating, hey, be quiet, and it makes you feel like you talk too much and you don't want to ask questions, you don't want to voice your opinion, and then you just become a silent box within that space. Even within households, when parents tend to always, I don't want to hear what my child has to say. Your opinion is the least to whatever is happening. And that's one of the things that when we go out there, we just feel like we are not of importance, or we're being disrespectful if we ever say something. And that's the thing with our schools. They tend to not teach us how to stand up and speak out. Like most of the persons that you see being head girls in schools and so forth are the person who maybe learn how to speak out from the very beginning, not within schools. And so I find that as a problem that we, in our syllabus, we should at least teach our students how to speak up and speak out for themselves.
Yes, I agree with this. Going back to the example about parents, I remember growing up, my mother and my father, they felt like you're a child, you need to stay in a child's place, you can't speak up to us,
right.
You can't voice your concerns because you don't know what's best for you. We are as your parents, we know what's best, you don't. And I feel like that's very dismissive, and then by
your
the time
kids is scared, and that's how you get sneaky kids, because they teach you tell them, hey, your opinion is not valid, and then they now go out and do something that you would never ever want them to do, but because you didn't listen to their opinion and share both insights, let them hear what you think but also listen to what they think. So yeah, I think that's a problem. You must always listen to your parents, but you must always listen to your child. You never know what's happening with them. And so if you continue to treat them in a way that, hey, your opinion is invalid, that's when them go out and do the wrong and do the bad. And then even at schools, when they teach, when teachers or anybody in that environment don't listen to you, that's how you feel. You tend to feel like, hey, I'm invalid, I'm not supposed to be here, because once I speak, is either they think I'm disrespectful or they just can't hear me out.
And also, what happens in your household when your parents are being very dismissive of you, it eventually goes into your school life as well. Since you won't speak up to your parents, you're not going to speak up to your teachers. You're just going to think, I'm a child, I'm a student, I should just stay here, I should just do what's presented for me, but if I have any questions, I'm not sure how I should voice them. And because of this, you have so many students that are talented, that are smart, that can do better, but they're not being able to do better because they were taught from their parents that they shouldn't ask questions, be quiet, be silent, just do what you need to do. And so when it comes to their teachers, they don't ask. The teachers think everything is fine, everything's okay. This is a good student. They don't make too much noise. They are respectful, they're quiet, but those students end up failing and they're perplexed. Why does this keep on happening? Well, it's because of the parents. The parents
taught them to be quiet, and
it's affecting them now in school.
Yes, so I think
really unfortunate
within, not only in schools, I think within our household, we should try our best to allow each person to have the opportunity to be expressive of oneself. I see persons that, as he stated before, that you see people with talent, but they tend to hide it and keep it to themselves because, hey, it's the same as if you know that your mom wants you to be a doctor, but you're into arts and you're into maybe you want to be an artist, you want to star a movie, and you're like, your mom is like, that don't make you money, I want you to be a doctor. Doctor make you being a doctor makes us money. And so that's a way of you taking their feelings and make it invalid, and then they can't voice their opinion and say, hey, it's not only invalid in Jamaica, but you can go for it and do the same thing. So when you create a space and an environment for your kids not to be able to voice their opinion, voice how they feel, that's just the problem within us. And I just think that we should add public speaking to the syllabus. We should practice it, and we should allow our kids, before they leave their household, they should feel confident in themselves to say, hey, I'm able to speak up for myself.
You know, in Asian cultures, there's this concept of tiger parents. Tiger parents that force their children to do things they don't want to do because it's what they see best as their vision for their child.
Listen, everybody have their own life, you know, Kevin. You're not supposed to feel like the way how I live my life, that's how you should live your life. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing, and I think that's a thing we need to allow people to be themselves, do what they want to do. They have only one life, and you had your one life, so you live your how you want to live yours, and let your kid live theirs how they want to live theirs. Stop being judgmental, stop creating that space where I can't voice my opinion. A lot of parents and kids don't talk anymore because of the same thing. I choose that I want to do this. At the end of the day, yeah, we're young and we might not experience life, and we might say, oh, I know what's best for you because I've experienced life, but nothing is better than one living for themselves and knowing that I experienced this, so mommy was right. Let them say that our daddy was right. So it's unfair for kids to be not taught how to speak up, how to ask questions in a space, how to not be timid because they're taught how to say being quiet is disrespectful. They should know that, hey, if I speak up and I speak out, it's me voicing my opinion, and my opinion matters just as much as yours.
Matters, yes.
School taught many of us how to stay quiet.
But eventually, life teaches us the importance of speaking up.
Yeah, and the thing is, confidence isn't just about being the loudest person in the room. It's about knowing when and how to speak up and speak out. And now we're at the end of our video.
Remember to like, share, and subscribe.
And remember to tell a friend that Beyond the Syllabus is the place to be. I'm Jada.
And I'm Kevon.
And thank y'all for watching.
Bye.